So I want to begin that this is a very sad day for the Somerset County Sheriff's Office, the citizens of this county, and the people of the state of Maine. We have lost an outstanding deputy today who has served with great distinction for the last 13 years. So a few facts. This morning, between April 25th, between 1 and 2 this morning, Corporal Eugene Cole was shot and killed in the town of Norwalk. What we know right now is that the suspect involved in the shooting stole Corporal Cole's fully marked cruiser, drove to the Cumberland Farms in Norwalk, and committed a theft. The suspect then fled Cumberland Farms, driving Corporal Cole's fully marked cruiser. Shortly after 5 a.m. this morning, the cruiser was located abandoned off of the Martin Stream Road in Norwalk. We believe that the suspect has fled on foot, and he is presently at large. The suspect should be considered extremely armed and extremely dangerous. The individual of interest is John Williams, age 29. His last known address is in Madison. He is described as 5'6", 120 pounds, brown hair with sides that are shaved with a ponytail on top. He also has blue eyes. Presently, a manhunt is underway. We have issued a nationwide alert. At this time, there's no vehicle associated with Williams. This manhunt is being coordinated with the Maine State Police, the Maine Warden Service, Forestry, other county and local agencies, the U.S. Marshal Service, and the FBI. We presently have air support in trying to locate Williams. And that's all that I have for right now. This is an extremely fluid investigation, and we'll have more later this afternoon as an update.
You said it's John Williams.
That is correct, John Williams.
And how was the deputy shot this morning?
So that's part of the investigation. We're not going to get into that. All I can give you is what I have given you already.
What was the scene? Where did that happen?
Can you tell us about Deputy Sheriff Cole at all?
Other than he was an outstanding employee, he was one of the finest deputies that you would want to meet.
How long had he been?
He'd been a member of our agency for 13 years.
Did he have any family members that worked with the agency as well?
He does. He has a son.
Where was he shot and killed?
I'm not going to get into that right now. That's all part of the investigation. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. I can talk to a little bit about, right now the investigation, there's two parts of this. There's the manhunt, which our uniformed personnel are joining with the many teams that you see here that are from both state, county, local, federal. We have many partners bringing their assets to bear as we seek out Mr. Williams. The actual homicide investigation falls to the major crimes unit of the state police, and that's what I'm representing today as I speak to you. I can tell you that as the lead investigation goes, we are not going to answer specific details about the cases as our normal protocol. The deputy's body will be taken to the AG's office in Augusta later today and for an autopsy, and we're working closely now with the Attorney General's office to make sure that the proper charges that we can show at this time are going to be in place. We've issued a nationwide bulletin now for Mr. Williams, seeking contact with him and information with him. But again, other questions right now we're not going to be able to answer. Many of the questions that you might have right now we would not have an accurate answer to, and we really are committed to making sure if we tell you something that first it's accurate and factual. We're not ready to speculate, and so much of the day remains to be played out. So that's kind of the segregation of the manhunt and the homicide investigation.
Understanding that, can you say where the deputy was killed?
In the village of Norwalk.
Do you have a photo for the suspect?
We do, and we'll push out that photo along with any other information as it comes in. And many times we're able to say that there is not an ongoing threat, but that's not the case today. There certainly is an ongoing public threat. He needs to be, he's considered armed and dangerous. If people encounter him, they should not approach him. They should call 911, but just be aware of their surroundings and have a broader situational awareness, because he does continue to pose a risk.